Killing pirates. Fun, isn't it? I'll do my best. X marks the spot. Orders for me. Yes. Best wishes. If that's what you want. Let's go. Best wishes. Aye, aye. Let's dream. Time to plunder. I could get used to this. Really? I'm listening. Aye, aye. Careful now. For peace. Yes.
Hi there everyone, GuardianE here with another Camilla Emblem clear video in Fire Emblem Heroes, this time taking on the Ice Dragon Oracle Ninian in her very own Legendary Hero Battle on Abyssal difficulty. She does have two unique skills in her tool belt. First and foremost, Faithful Breath is going to be her own unique weapon, and this is going to allow her to get huge offensive power. When she is player phasing, she is going to be able to neutralize effects that would prevent her own follow-up attacks, and provided that the enemy has a penalty on them, she's actually going to have a sweep effect on her weapon, so she's not going to have to worry about counter attacks at all. Pretty powerful, and given the rest of her abilities, she is going to be able to bestow the debuff on the enemy pretty easily. Dragon's Dance is her own unique dance assist, and what this will do, in addition to refreshing one of her allies as a cavalry unit with extended range, a Cavalry Dancer in itself is very, very valuable, but what this will allow her to do is from turn 2 onwards, every 3 turns, once every 3 turns, she will be able to refresh herself alongside her ally. So that's quite potent. That's going to allow her to duck out of danger or move in for the kill, really, because she's going to have a great deal of offensive power after doing so. She does have attack speed catch 4 as well as speed res near trace 3, so she does have Kanto at her disposal. Blue Feud is going to make sure that when she engages with enemy with weapon triangle advantage, she is going to kill. And then Panic Ploy is going to be a very, very useful tool for her in order to make sure that the enemy has a penalty on them in order to fulfill the conditions of her weapon and her Dragon's Dance. The fact that it does play into and use her HP level as the condition, she has to have higher HP than her opponent, or rather any enemy in cardinal directions, and this is Abyssal level, so she does of course have those Abyssal level stats, rocking 87 HP. Now when I first saw the map composition, I was terrified. With this wide open space, no obstacles whatsoever for kiting, for leading the AI and manipulating the AI, and when you have a cavalry dancer with that extended range, as well as a self-refresh for that matter, you know, that's a pretty terrifying combination, because that means that she can close the gap incredibly quickly alongside any of her allies, and so that can be pretty formidable. Naturally, she is going to be paired with a number of different dragons, so bear that in mind. Bring out your dragon killers. They could actually be really, really useful here in taking out some of the units. And there are a number of debuffs on the battlefield that can be pretty annoying. For one thing, the Thief does have Kanto control, so that is going to debilitate your maneuverability when you do have trace skills on your team. And then, furthermore, the Troubadour is actually going to have Gravity Plus, which can be pretty annoying, especially when you're trying to move around and get to safety when there's not a whole lot of safety to be had in this wide open space with Cavalry Dancer, right? But that being said, the wide open spaces works both ways. Being flyers, we do have free reign to move around, but at the same time, I do think from a map composition perspective, the advantage is definitely on their side. So we will take a quick look at the Camillas that we brought with us today. First, we'll start with Adrift Camilla here, Flower of Fantasy, merged at +10, 10 Dragon Flowers, Summoner Support, Attack Asset. Book of Dreams with her Special Refine, Reposition Draconic Aura, Attack Res Unity, Desperation 3, Goad Flyers, and Attack Res Form 3 for the seal. Next up we have Light of Nor Camilla, merged at +10, 15 Dragon Flowers, Summoner Support, Attack and Speed Assets, Native Sangreather with Special Refine, Rescue Plus, Miracle, Attack Speed Push 4, Wrathful Staff, Goad Flyers, and Attack Defense Solo 3 for the seal. We did swap out her seal. Usually I run Renewal, but I needed just a little bit of extra damage to secure some kills. Next we have the Fair Pirate pair of Hinoka and Camilla, +10, 10 Dragon Flowers, Attack Asset, Mermaid Bow, Reposition Deadeye, Attack Speed Push 4, Speed Res Far Trace 3, Defense Res Rain 3, and Attack Speed Form 3 for the seal. And finally, showing off her brand new bling, we have Holiday Traveler Camilla, merged at +10, 10 Dragon Flowers, Speed Asset, has her newly inherited Arcane Eljuthnir. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but she has an Arcane Sword. We put that on her, and with an Attack Asset, Reposition, Gale Force, Heavy Blade 4 for the A slot, Dive Bomb for the B slot, Attack Res Oath 3 for the C slot, and Attack Res Solo 3 for the seal. Now the C slot and seal here are specifically so she's able to tank and take out certain enemies on this particular map composition, but the rest of it is pretty brand new too. This is a pretty new build for my New Year's Camilla, and excited to show it off here today. So first and foremost, the map is designed to inhibit first turn gambits. You're spaced so far away from the enemy. However, the enemy is going to definitely be able to approach you, given the fact that you do have a dancer on their side and that extended range. Now, we do want to thin the ranks as best we can on turn 1, despite the awkward positioning, because the reinforcements are going to be coming in hot and heavy, especially with a dancer backing them up. That is going to be a little bit rough. So, we're going to use some old-fashioned offensive repositioning to our advantage. So, we're going to reposition Brave Camilla forward with Adrift Camilla, and we're going to use the Pirate Duo to reposition New Year's Camilla forward as well. And at this point, we are going to take out the Blue Ant Manakete on the left-hand side. We're going to cast that Gravity on the Thief over here. And next, we are going to use New Year's Camilla to move up and engage the Axe Cavalier, proc the Heavy Blade, proc the Gale Force, and then shift right over here and take out the Troubadour. Excellent. So then on the following turn, the Thief is going to attack into Brave Camilla, which is totally fine. That's going to set up the kill for the following turn. The Manakete is going to attack into New Year's Camilla and get taken down for her troubles, which is very, very useful. And then on this turn, we're going to use Brave Camilla to finish off the Thief over here. Now, in the process, she is going to charge up that Miracle, so on the following turn, she is in the range of the Red Flyer, but she is going to be able to tank that without any real difficulty. And at this point, we've taken out two of the biggest nuisances of the map, which is the Thief for the Kanto control, as well as the Troubadour for the Gravity that would both inhibit our mobility. So now we're going to use New Year's Camilla to engage and take out the Bow Flyer. A surprisingly tanky Bow Flyer, and really annoying, obviously, using a Flyer team. They're going to have weapon advantage against us, right? And at this point, we're just going to position ourselves just like so, out of the range of any danger, and at the same time providing a nice little buff to to Brave Camilla over here so that she is going to be able to take out the red flyer first on this turn. There we go, taking out the red flyer, and at this point the ranks are sufficiently thin, and we're going to make our final move. So we're going to use the duo skill here just to buff ourselves as much as we can and get the increased mobility. The extra movement tile is going to make a big difference. You're going to use Brave Camilla to take out the newly spawned green Fafnir over in the corner. And then there is a Lance Dragon over here. We're going to eliminate them by using Pirate, Hinoka, and Camilla. And then the Manakee that moved forward and was danced by Ninian over here, we're actually going to take her out by using Adrift Camilla. And at this point, we're going to allow New Year's Camilla to sit pretty in the danger zone and be able to tank an enemy phase Dancer Ninian. Now at the start of the following turn, we're going to lose our debuffs, and Ninian here, without anybody to dance on her team, is not going to have any way of inflicting a penalty on us, and therefore she is going to lose the sweep effect of her weapon. So we're going to plant her right here, and Ninian is going to engage, and will barely survive, and be able to take her out on this turn. Now, I believe by taking her out on turn 3, we do end up avoiding a few waves of reinforcements, which is always very, very nice when you're able to do that. But that's it. That is the strategy that I employed with Camilla Emblem to clear Ninian on her Legendary Hero Battle on Abyssal difficulty. Let me know in the comments below what strategies and teams you ended up using to clear this Abyssal level challenge. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to leave us a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more Fire Emblem Heroes content. We thank you all so much for watching, for taking time out of your day to spend with us. We really do appreciate it. And until next time, let's protect those skies.